You're welcome. Hope you like the nerds. Hope you like the nerds. I'm sitting down right now, Courtney. I'll get it later. Yes. Yes. Scott, only if you put them in a bag and cover it up, okay? Put it in a Ziploc bag and you can have some. But those are my snacks for... Yeah, just put it in a Ziploc bag, you're fine, okay? Oh, hey, what's up, man? Sorry.
One more javelin.
I saw him a couple days ago. He was here. Yeah, for like a little bit.
No more goblins. No more goblins.
I had a very bad anxiety attack last night. It doesn't help that I have no air conditioning in my house, and the heat makes me itchy. The other person I live with doesn't fix the AC, so it's been very miserable. A lot of people that are on SSRIs, especially affected by heat, so I get very itchy, and yeah, that sets off my anxiety, just makes it even worse. So I'm just feeling like I don't have the things that are troubling me. I have no control over, because the person I live with will not fix the AC. It's unbearably hot in that house. I tried to record a video earlier. I was so itchy I just couldn't. So I'm really tired of this summer. Tired of feeling like I don't feel comfortable at home because it's so hot. And the AC never gets fixed. Feels like it's 90 degrees in there like all the time. So that's part of why I haven't been feeling well. There's nothing I can do about that. Well, I've mostly been streaming off this because I'm at my neighbor's house and they have really nice AC. That I feel like I don't feel so grumpy all the time. Being in like almost 100-degree house for months on end would piss off a saint. So I'm hoping the Blaze Blue game tomorrow runs well on the deck because I might just do the premiere stream of that over here. I've definitely noticed the difference between when I stream here and when I work on content here and when I do it at home. At home I'm way more agitated just because of the heat. It's got nothing to do with any game I play. it's literally just the heat. That's been kind of hard to deal with because I have no control over that. I don't know how my aunt lives with the AC like that and why she doesn't fix it. But it's been very miserable for me pretty much since like June, late May. And that house has just been like an oven. Just unbearable heat. Well, that's what you sign up for when you live in California. Everything is on fire, and the summer just goes on forever. Constant triple digits. They're saying the Blaze Blue game runs well on the deck, so I guess we'll find out. It's actually gonna drop when I'm over here, so I'll probably I'll start the stream after I confirm that it runs well offline. I'm surprised it's not free to play because they have a mobile version. No, it's an actual paid product, so there's no microtransactions. Dude, what the hell? It like backed out of the game after it took so fucking long to load. Hate long load times. Fucking full minute to load. Load faster. That's why I don't like playing this game. It takes too long to get into gameplay. The buttons don't do anything. Come on, get into gameplay. Come on. This game takes forever to load for some reason. It's weird how LNS Ultimate takes like less time to load. You get into gameplay in that game a lot faster. This takes like, feels like 2 minutes. And get to a playable state. The menu doesn't count either when you're actually in the game. You can see how long this takes. I feel like maybe he should have like a light version. It takes less time to get into the training mode at least. It's like it's torture switching characters in this game. Really long load times. Yo! Like the rival turf sound effects. Yo! I'll play it again. Yo! It's old school. Rushing beat, the first rushing beat, or rival turf as they called it here. That's where that yo comes from. I used to play that game a lot with my friend in like first grade. Okay, so let me try that Killer Instinct thing. I'm like not very good at this game. I haven't really sat down and learned it, but now that I got it on here, auto triple. Got some different music playing. Alright, I don't want to hear the Marvel 2 training theme. What else we got here? Got some other jams. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Yeah, I'm more excited for his game that's coming out after this, which is Fight Forever, which is not really much of a game yet. It's literally just a training room now, but he's taking like all the Final Fight characters. The newest character he's working on is Maki, and it's like the same thing as this. There's like a ton of sprite edits to give them like new moves and stuff. I didn't play that much Double Dragon as a kid. I played the first three. I definitely played the Capcom beat 'em ups way more, so I'll probably like that one more. This one is just really hard to pick up. It's kind of the problem. What's this Killer Instinct system? I gotta figure this out. Okay, so back forward and punch, and then half circle forward. Yo! Let's see what other tracks I got in here before I'm gonna go into the actual game for a little bit. Is this Orchid's theme? No, I'll pass. Glacius theme. What else we got? Demon's Crest. Good track right here. Castlevania 4 Level 2. More specifically, the first screen. Yo! What else they got in here? I'm curious. Nice. It's one of the coolest bosses on the Super Nintendo. What else we got here? The worst Mega Man level, one of the worst, with the most legendary music. Imagine making a banger like this for such a shit game like Mega Man X6. It's one of the best things about this game is this track. The level it's from is awful. It's cool that he's got Blaze Heatniks in here. That's Killer Instinct 2013. Nice. Oh man, good track right here. Gambit from X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Oh, nice. Got Starbase on here too. So this guy had a very similar childhood to mine. These are all games I played. Oh, nice. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Heatwave from Bionic Commando Rearmed. I really like this remix. Maybe the training mode wouldn't take like a minute to load if it wasn't loading like 30 different songs. It's a cool feature, but I'm starting to understand why it takes so long to get into gameplay. Like, yeah, loading like 30 different songs in backgrounds on this engine is pretty pushing the limits of what it can do. Let's try a little bit of actual live gameplay. I don't think I'm quite good enough yet, but I'm learning a little bit as I go. Put a little time into this every stream, I think. Be ready for the full release. load. Yo! I like this game is hard to learn and very unforgiving, but I do like how the combo system has a purpose. A lot of these open BOR games, you can do like crazy combos, but they're dead in like a couple seconds. Actually does feel like. Now, if you sit down and you take the time to learn it, it actually rewards you for it. I also like how the long animations, you can cancel them into the throws or invincible like jump kicks, which is really cool for crowd control. That was one of my concerns when I saw like the 30-second long combo videos the guy was putting up. Like, how are you going to do that when you're actually playing? It turns out you can. Like on big enemies like But Bobo, you can do it. As you can see there in the corner, I got $20 ready for Blaze Blue tomorrow. Fortunately, it's gonna drop when I'm here, so I'll try it. I'll see how it runs when I'm not streaming, and then we'll do a field test. It's how hot it's been in the house with no air conditioning. I honestly would like if I could at least stream it here. I watched a video about it. It looks really good. Let's try a credit of this. See how far I can get. Turn it up a little bit. It's a little quiet. There we go. Yeah, that Double Dragon game is cool. It's just got like a very steep learning curve. I'm probably gonna play like maybe 20-30 minutes of that per Kittysitting stream. Maybe in the end of the month I might actually be somewhat decent at it. Actually be worthy of putting up a gameplay video. Getting the hang of it. I just gotta find a character I like. Jeff is pretty cool. I like Sunny as well. Just gotta pick one and stick with him. I like how much harder they made that boss in the remake. In the SNES version, the boss actually staggers. I think they made him kind of a skill check because they wanted you to learn how to block. But he has a pattern. I'd say the only thing that's really unfair about this version is the command grabs. There's a lot more like command grabs in this game, I think. He does them a lot. Like command grabs are like unreactable. The quill shurikens does a lot of damage to the big Arnolds, but it's risky because you're facing backwards and there's no omnidirectional blocking in this game, so you're taking a pretty big risk. You can like melt his health bar with the quill shurikens, but you run the risk of eating a full combo, which will take off a pretty big chunk of your health and also knock you down, so you lose your power bar. I only usually do it if I know that it's safe. Getting knocked down and facing the opposite direction from an enemy, a boss in this game, is a very bad thing. You can't turn around and block. So when I push back, he like backsteps. You can't turn around instantly and change your blocking direction. So you have to do like that. It takes too long. Not very safe. No, the EX combo, at least for this character, is not worth using. For like the ninja, it's worth it. Because the ninja uses the nunchaku and it covers like half the screen. It does like bonkers damage. With him, you never really want to bother using it. Because he has like the like diagonal cut that he can do, and he can throw like a lot of enemies. He can throw like 2 enemies at once from the same combo grab. So generally you want to do that. And you can also do a downward stab when you land. which allows him to continue the offense. Anybody that's below. But yeah, his EX combo is like not worth ever using. High investment, low reward. See if I can throw both these guys. This track is so good. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Let your rage out. Unleash your inner demon. Just throw a little go-kart at him. Especially when you know it's gonna kill him. I don't know if people know this, but these kunoichi are censored in the international SNES version. The little Wolverine guys, every spawn of the kunoichi was replaced with the little Wolverine midget guys. So the whole enemy type was removed. It's like one of the most extreme examples of censorship because it like actually affected gameplay. It wasn't like what they did with Poison in the SNES Final Fight, where they just sprite edited them into like male-presenting characters. They just completely removed that enemy. They just replaced that spawn with the Wolverine guys. They're already like really obnoxious, so you can imagine. One example of censorship in the 90s actually fucking with the game design instead of just being a nitpick like Mortal Kombat. You know? Mortal Kombat had sweat instead of blood on Super Nintendo back then, but like the game was the same. It wasn't impacting gameplay in any way. But this game was kind of an interesting case. Like legit, an entire enemy type is removed. Yeah, I think the way that Capcom approached that censorship was better. Just sprite edit them into male-presenting people, and then, you know, the spawns are the same. It's definitely something I noticed as a kid. There's like way more Wolverine guys than there should be. You don't hear too many instances of that, of censorship actually like making the game play different. Yeah, Poison and Roxy became Sid, and I don't remember what the palette swap was named, but they just sprite edited them. So the spawns, they met Nintendo of America's draconian censorship rules, but they didn't fuck with the game balance like this game did. Like, it's definitely interesting. I should make a video about this. I don't think many people know that the US version is like actually different. But that censorship carried on all the way until Final Fight 1 on the GBA, which was legit like 10 years later. They kept that going for a full decade, because the GBA version is like actually one of the best non-arcade versions of Final Fight that you can play. But that censorship is still intact for some reason, even though Nintendo at that time was getting a lot less draconian with their censorship because they were legit losing third-party support to it. But yeah, if you play the GBA one, which is actually a really good version of the game, minus the really small play area, they're still there. They kept that going for way too long. Yeah, Final Fight 1 on GBA is like actually a really fun version of the game, with new content and everything, but Sid and Billy are still there for some reason. I'd say the biggest complaint about Final Fight 1 on GBA is just the screen size. Like, the field of view is, like, really bad. You're playing on a dinky little screen. You get used to it, but if you put it next to the arcade version, it's very noticeable how much smaller the game is. Moving left to right, you can't see much. But for the time, it still holds up. It's one of the only Final Fight ports that actually has, like, new content. Yeah, the GBA port is better than people give it credit for. At least they tried to do something new with it. You know, the weird censorship was still there, but it was actually adding new stuff. There's new artwork, there was unlockable characters, and you get rapid punch and stuff, so you could do the infinite easier. It was fun. It's a shame they kind of stopped adding new stuff to Final Fight 1 after that. That was like the last port that wasn't just a straight arcade ROM dump, which is kind of a shame. It's cool how they were doing more with it for a while, and then they kind of just stopped. Alpha Cody is busted. He only has to do like a couple reps of the infinite to kill a boss from full health on the hardest difficulty. He does a ridiculous amount of damage. Probably the most broken Final Fight character, even more than Final Fight 3 Guy or Lucia. Lucia's up there, the infinite combo. No, Final Fight Cody is just on a whole other level. Just shred a boss in seconds. This track is amazing. One of the best on the SNES. Trying to keep the food on the belt as long as possible. This boss is where you always lose your credit pretty much all the time. Always gonna lose your credit here. He's just too random. At least with this character. He's like super random, so you want to keep that food on the belt as long as you can, because you can't keep it with you when the belt scrolls. See how well I can handle this. That was bad timing on my part. Hit me with the kunai. Alright, good fight. Let's see what RNG he gives me. Fucking bastard. Throw? Command throw? No. Gonna go into the rider kick. This is already off to a bad start. Might be time to switch games here. This guy is such a bastard. Keep fighting until the end. No rider kick for you. Ah, bitch. Just gonna do the ninjutsu. Fuck. Thought I could jump that. I hate this boss so much. It's an RNG fest. Well, that's the end of that credit. that was a good attempt, though. I should have done the aerial dive. I'm gonna go ahead and practice. I'm not gonna continue this run, but I'm gonna practice. I have once to CC this game like 2 or 3 times, but it's always this boss that ends the credit. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to practice a little bit. Yeah, see, sometimes he just starts with that, which puts you out in a bad start already. This boss is just too random. Sometimes he just doesn't let you hit him. I got caught blocking the wrong way, so ate a full combo. It's not good. Might use these sumo guys as like fodder, throw into him. Yeah, I don't like how random this boss is. He's too unpredictable. And command grab is really unfair as well. A lot of times he does it when the fight starts. I do have I have proof of me 1 credit clearing this game. I think with this character is like one of the harder fights. Just want to get this like consistent. Yeah, you don't want to go for a extended combo because the sumo guy will just tap you. Nice hitbox. No, Raiden sucks. Just a stupid, gimmicky character. I don't know why they needed to... This game is already slow. It's not a fast-paced game. It's fast-paced because the pacing is good. The actual game itself is slow-paced. It's not really like a super combo-heavy game or anything. But why add a character that's even slower? I mean, I guess you want to flex that you can make big sprites work like that, because it's not possible on the Super Nintendo, but I just don't get the appeal of that character. Especially when this game already has, like, one of the best slow characters next to Streets of Rage 2. You don't need one that's even slower, because he's just worse than the slow character that's already in the game. I don't know. I think they definitely could have added something more people would actually want to play as. It's already a big ask to get somebody to play like a grappler in a game like this. A very specific subset of people that like that. But then one that's literal like tank. I don't know, man. I don't vibe with it. I saw him in the trailer, I'm like, alright, I'm never gonna play as him. It's cool that he's there, but not for me. Alright, that's a pretty good fight. He gave me pretty decent RNG, though. You definitely have to block more when he's at a distance from you, because if he does the rider kick, it can really start to screw you over. Alright, let's play something else. I've beaten this game countless times, so I don't really care to, do credit feed runs. That was some good research and development. Actually was decent. Yeah, the final boss with Raiden is like borderline impossible. That's already a fight that has a lot of RNG because it revolves around throwing mooks into his window. The character that has the least RNG on the final boss is Yaksha, because her down grab actually hits him from below. So as long as you can keep the enemies spawning near you, can you keep doing the down throw? Sometimes you can get like 2 or 3 of them off one enemy before they die. It's like, she can actually handle that pretty well, but a lot of the other characters, there's a lot of luck involved. Kind of just got to go with what the game gives you. Kamaitachi especially, because they buffed that boss. His hurt box is way smaller on the... His hurt box is smaller and the room is way bigger on the remake. So you need pretty good spacing to kill him. It's like, actually kind of sucks. They definitely made that boss a lot harder. Just because the field of view, the play field is like way bigger, and then his hurt box is smaller. Yeah, I've seen people trying to do the final boss with Raiden. It just looks like a gotcha pull fight. It's like you gotta win the lotto until you get the pity. It's pretty much a gotcha pull boss fight. I mean, obviously there's skill involved, but there's a lot of luck on that fight, even with the other characters. But when you're like, you can't maneuver around quickly, there's even more luck. So no matter how good you are, it's still going to take good luck, which I don't think is a good character design or boss fight design. Have luck be such a huge factor. Hello. Yeah, I lost my credit on Ninja Warriors, so I'm just playing other stuff now. I don't really feel like credit feeding that game. You can probably guess where I lost the credit. Yeah, I'm starting. I have a lot of little credits going on my beat-em-ups. I just kind of rotate through them on these streams. Yeah, that's where your credits go to die, is that fight, just because he's so random. I got a good practice fight on him, I just gotta get that in an actual run. I have 1CC'd the game before, but the VOD is long lost. I'd like to get another one on tape. So, probably do a credit of that game maybe every other day or something. I think so, yeah. Clean fight. Those guys definitely teach you how to parry. You're free if you parry. The main criticism of this game is boss fights are boring because there's such a strict infinite prevention system. It means you just do the same combo over and over and over and over. I actually don't really like the boss fights. They're fair. They're not bad fights. It's just you can't use most of your stuff on them because they don't tech out, they fall out. But at least it's not gacha pull boss fights like a lot of games now, like the new Double Dragon that just came out with the gacha pull hit stun. This game doesn't have that. It's just he was so bent on making sure that people didn't break the game that all the stuff you do in the training mode has like no purpose. Most of it has absolutely no purpose because it can't be used in the actual game. The training mode in this does teach you certain ways to play the characters, but it's all useless on bosses. I really wish there was a mod for this game that at least lets you hit them a little bit longer before they fall out. Yeah, I just do the same combo over and over. Get stale. There's no player expression on bosses in this game. Everybody who knows how to play is going to do them the exact same way. It's just makes the game get kind of stagnant. Still a great game, but I think once you've done the boss fights in this game well once, you've done it. That's it. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere to grow. Like you're done. This boss, for instance. This boss is just doing the same combo over and over. Yeah, I'm bored already. Boss fights are just boring. Yeah, I think he tried to balance the game around cyborg sweat lords instead of normal people. So that game is actually really difficult for like a normal person just to finish. But then when you've already beaten it, you've already 1cc'd it and unlocked everything, the boss fights are just the same every time. Kind of loses its luster. You have all this cool stuff that you can do, but the game actively prevents you from ever even trying. But at least he didn't do gacha pull hit stun. I'm glad he didn't do that. Because that is the fucking worst thing about action games these days, is basically pulling for a 5-star character in a gacha game every time you fucking hit them. I'm tired of that shit. That's gotten really old. Well, even though you can only do like 2 combos on them, and there's only one that's optimal, at least it works every single time. as long as you don't screw it up. And I like that about the game, at least. It has consistency to it. It's just, after you play it a couple times, the boss fights are actively the worst part. Just because there's nothing to really explore. There's zero player expression. It's not like Streets 4, where people will do like different combos on bosses, and it's very impressive to watch. Especially once you've done it yourself, you know how hard it is to do. Fight and Rage just falls flat. The player expression department. As soon as you get to a boss, the fun is just kind of gone. So hopefully in his next game, he won't make it like that. That's why I haven't been playing Double Dragon, because I can't stand the gacha pull hit stun. It really bothers me. It would have been better to have some kind of formula like Streets 4 where you only get like 3 wall bounces and like 1 ground bounce or 1 OTG. And then you have to work inside those limitations instead of just gacha pull hit stun, which never feels good. Because you're actively being punished for like playing the game well. It just feels like shit. Tales series pretty much pioneered gacha pull hit stun. Especially Tales of Graces. That game is notorious for gacha pull hit stun. You do the same combo on the same boss in the same opening 10 times, and it will only work 60% of the time. And now everyone else thinks that's good design. You need to pull for a 5-star character every time you punch somebody. Getting old. It's interesting how Basara basically solved that problem with actually having a formula for when they tech out, and actually encouraging you to do combos, because it takes skill to know when they're going to tech out and prevent it. And everything else since has been just, no, they just get out at random. You have a better chance of getting a 5-star character in Genshin Impact than this combo ever landing in actual gameplay. It's frustrating. We need to stop calling it inconsistent hit stun and just call it gacha pull hit stun, because that's literally what it is. Every time you push the attack button, you're literally gambling. You're doing gacha game pulls every hit of the combo. You get all the frustration, you're just not spending real money to do it. Strategy guide. No, that's pretty much every character in Fight and Rage. When you're fighting a boss. When you're fighting a boss, that is every Fight and Rage character. Because if you try to do more than that, the IPS kicks in, the gravity is so heavy that they're on the ground already. No fun allowed. Yeah, if they get rid of Gotcha Pull, Hit Stun, and Double Dragon, I'll play it more. But it was really starting to piss me off. Getting too many Tails flashbacks. Recording those videos. Like, nope, your combo was clean, but you didn't win the Hit Stun Gotcha, so you gotta torch that take and try again, man. I think, as a Tails veteran, I'm more tired of Gotcha Pull Hit Stun than others. But then I look at the forum for Double Dragon and everyone complains about it, so maybe they'll fix it eventually. Alright, folks, I gotta start walking home. It's starting to get late. So right now the plan is tomorrow at 7 p.m., so 3 hours before where it is right now, Blaze Green Entropy Effect comes out. And I already got the $20 on my Steam account, my Steam wallet. So, it's gonna come out while I'm over here. So, we'll get a first look at Steam Deck gameplay for it. Because I'm going to be working over here. So, you can see right there, I got the money in my wallet. I kind of wish it was coming out at midnight, but it'll be out when I'm here. So, I'll be busy with the cats shortly after it releases. But I'll try it on the deck, and I'll see how it runs. They're saying that it runs smoothly, but the game looks pretty high fidelity, so I don't know how well it's going to go. And I guess we'll check if it runs well while streaming, because it would be nice to have another game in the rotation. These are kind of my games in the rotation here. Is LNS Ultimate, bunch of open BOR games. So yeah, there might not be a stream before then. I think that would be more interesting than just watching me play random stuff. So if I do stream tonight, it'll probably be Muso games, probably Rochi or Fist of North Star or Basar or something. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. You can see it's getting pretty late here. I gotta do some stuff here before I leave, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. If I don't see you guys tonight, and if I don't, it'll probably be because it's unbearably hot in my room, and it makes me itchy, which increases my anxiety even more. It's been pretty miserable to live at my house throughout this summer. Then I will see you guys about probably 22 hours from now. Thanks for watching, folks. See you guys later. Check the community post if you want to see what I'm going to be up to this week. Peace.